Today we're going to talk about how to safely package and ship your precious metals and bullion items. Here we go. Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? This is Silver Husky, and today we're going to be talking about how to safely package and ship your precious metals and bullion items in a way that they will get to the desired location in a relatively safe manner. As you can see here, you got Ace Ventura Pet Detective, and he is literally crushing it with this package delivery. And I would say from personal experience, the best way to deliver precious metals would be in person. Of course, it would have to be in a safe location like a police parking lot or the sort. But secondary to that, let's talk about how to get it shipped there. And there's an age-old adage that goes, you get what you paid for. So let's see what happens here when you don't pay top dollar for shipment of precious metals and bullion.
What do you want?
HDS, sir. And how are you this afternoon? All righty then. I have a package for you.
Sounds broken.
Most likely, sir. I'll bet it was something nice, though.
I bet it was something nice. In this video, you could see he was delivering something made of glass versus in our case, we're shipping things that are made of high value items like precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium. And the concern there is not so much breakage, more so theft. And it's a big concern, right? We all think about that. Like, what if, in transit, it just goes missing? Will I be able to find it? So you want to insure it, right? And as it turns out, United States Postal Service is the best method to ship something. And I'll get into why in just a moment. But first, let's talk about how to adequately send your package in a way that it is appropriately secured. So this form right here is United States Postal Service Form 3817, which is a certificate of mailing. Actually, it's required for shipping a bullion item if you want to have insurance. Secondary to that is Postal Service Form 3806, and this one is the registered mail receipt, and you have to keep that, right? They're not going to keep record of that for you, but you have to keep both of those on file in case anything happens to your mail, and I'll tell you exactly why. Now, you can go right on the USPS website and search for insurance on bullion, and it'll give you a list of things that are insured, but specifically, there's one statement right here that has an exception. For currency or bullion, only a maximum of $15 is insured. But there is this little statement that says, for items sent by registered mail service, the Postal Service provides payment for the included insurance coverage based on declared value up to the maximum amount of $50,000. So you need those two documents included in order to have your coverage up to $50,000. Now, there are other mail carrier services as well, such as FedEx, DHL, UPS. So let's take a little peek at what services they provide. And a quick little Google search yields this from FedEx. Protect your most precious packages. FedEx declared valued advantage customers may declare a value of up to $100,000 per shipment on specialty items such as jewelry, gemstones, and precious metals, giving you extra peace of mind for your high-value shipment. However, when you look at what declared value is, it says it's important to remember that declared value is not insurance. Rather, declared value represents the maximum liability for which FedEx will accept in connection with your shipment. But that's not saying that they're going to pay you back. So it's a little misleading and kind of contradictory. And then I also pulled up this statement here, again off of Google, but this one is cited from JM Bullion. It says, with FedEx or UPS, they do not offer insurance for precious metals, and unless you are a precious metals dealer with a third-party insurance policy, you'll want to stick with USPS registered mail. And then I pulled this sweet little PDF right off of the DHL website, and as a list of prohibited commodities, items 2 and 3 are bullion and currency. How about that? So they will not even ship your stuff, much less insure it. So kind of good to know, right? So we've selected USPS to be the company that's going to ship our bullion product. Now, number one thing is evidence. So you want to take a photograph of the items being shipped, and preferably with the package showing your address and their address on where it's going to. Now this, hopefully you'll never need it, but should there ever be an insurance claim on it, you have a photographic evidence that this photo was taken on a certain date. And the thing is that even if it is a small item, like 1/10 of an ounce of gold, that's still like $200 to $300 in precious metals right there. So you should be documenting everything. All right, so the next topic is how to properly pack and ship the item itself. Now you want to do this in a safe way that's going to ensure that the item is not rattling around in the package. You don't want to give any key indicators or red flags that, hey, this thing is going to potentially be something expensive. It's already heavy, they know that, but you don't want it rattling around sounding like change because they might think, hey, I bet there's money in here. So you want to tape it very securely to make sure that that doesn't pop open. And then, you know what, just to be a little bit safe, I would wrap it, rewrap it, and double wrap it, and potentially even put it in a box, right? And that's because if the first box gets broken into, at least there's a second layer of security, although of course anyone can bust that open too, but it's just that little bit of extra, right? So I don't know if you also noticed on the package itself, I had put SH instead of Silver Husky. And I think that's something that I'm going to start implementing more of. And reason being is because my channel name has the word silver in it, and you don't want to be giving anybody any inkling that you've got something expensive in there. And the reason I say that is if you look at a company like maybe JM Bullion or SD Bullion or Bold Precious Metals, for a very long time there, they were sending out items that said like SD Bearings Company. I've got a buddy of mine, he sends me stuff and he puts Bearings Company, right? Because you don't want to know what's in there, or auto parts, you know, things like that. You don't want to give away that there's a potential of a very expensive item in there. Now, when you're throwing everything together, you want to make sure that you're putting a lot of packing paper or foam or whatever it is that's going to make sure that nothing rattles around in there. The box inside of the box is safely secured. And last item is going to be your packing slip. And the packing slip should contain information on who the item's from, who it's going to, the item description in detail, right? This is going to be for insurance purposes and things like that, and contact information for someone to reach back to you. And if you don't want to put your phone number, at least an email or something, some method that they can contact you back. And of course, this video would be incomplete if I didn't discuss bringing your items to the post office. So you want to make sure that you're not taking all of your heavy metals in a cheap Walmart plastic bag, and they're going to halfway through your walk bust through, fall out, tear up the boxes, and then you got to take them home and start over. So bring them safely to the post office in whatever, you know, canvas bag, or, you know, a stroller Batmobile that used to be a lawnmower, something like that. Something cool, right? So if you guys have any other tips for shipping or delivering any kind of precious metals, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And I do appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you're notified of all my new videos, live streams, and giveaways. See you soon.